This is funny, man. Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the prettiest? Sure enough. Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Sure enough. But who am I? Sure enough. Who am I? Sure enough. I can't hear you. Sure enough. Can you dig it, sucker,
Can you dig it, suckers? How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here with an all-star panel ready to talk some that boxing. Yeah, Khan, Canelo, and all the other stuff, man. We have a great chat panel here. So we've got Boxing Beat Some Rhymes, Ben Umar, Jeff Boxing, Chris Caban, Nauta. We have Scorsese. Man, everyone's here, man. I don't think I missed everyone out. All right. We're going to get into them from Friday, and then we're going to work our way down. Nauta, go ahead. Work your way down from Friday, man.
All right, on Friday on Estrella TV and RingTVLive.com, they live stream it and they have it cached afterwards, so for immediate playback. There's the main event. I'm not sure which one is the main event actually, but it shows Pablo Cesar Cano versus Alan Sanchez in the welterweight division. I think this is a solid fight. Kind of a crossroads fight. Cano's been around for a minute. I mean, fought Morales, fought Mosley, fought Malignaggi. The Malignaggi one was especially controversial. And then Alan Sanchez only has one loss. He's kind of a prospect on the rise in spite of the fact that he dropped a close decision to Luis Collazo a few years ago. But I mean, these are two guys right around the same age, guys that are pretty experienced for being 25 and 26 respectively. And I mean, I think it's going to be a solid fight. But I think Alan Sanchez is probably a little bit more on the rise. I think he's going to get the nod in this fight. Close decision for Alan Sanchez.
Alan Sanchez, you reckon he's the underdog?
I think he's the slight underdog because he hasn't fought as many big names. But I'm thinking that his height and his reach and just the overall skill set that he has is going to be just a step too far for Cano. I think he'll just be a step ahead of him, like maybe one round ahead of him the whole fight and get a decision. Solid fight, though.
Yeah, I agree, man. But the knockouts here, I'm looking at these knockouts and I don't like the thing. Alan Sanchez with 17 wins with 9 knockouts with 3 losses, and you got Pablo Cano. Bro, this guy can bang, bro. He's got 29 wins with 21 knockouts, 4 losses, 2 of them out of the 4 losses, 2 by knockout with 1 draw. I'm going with Pablo. I'm going with the banger, bro. He's for the vacant WBA Intercontinental, International American welterweight title. Listen, I like the punches, bro. I'm going with the puncher. I always like the puncher. I'm gonna go with him by. I assume it's a 12-round fight. Actually, it's a 10-round fight. I probably like a late round stoppage round. I'm looking around 8 knockout, man. So I'm going Pablo Cesar Cano, bro. Listen, that guy can bang. The other guy, Ali, he got the perfect fight to stay out of the way. So and that's the way I see it. Anyone else got their takes on that?
No one to do that. I don't want to go next.
I know you just passed. Don't worry about it, Chris. We just passed.
I'll go next. The Sanchez. I seen the Sanchez and Collazo fight, but I'm gonna go with Sanchez EJ because Cano gets cut. He's been getting cut and dented up lately, so I'm gonna go with Sanchez by UD, not a stoppage.
Cool. Anyone else want to drop on that one, or you want to move on to the next fight?
I'll be looking forward to this one, man. You know what I mean? It should be good. Who are they again?
What?
I was joking.
Piece of zero. All right, we got go ahead now to the fight underneath the picture.
This fight is actually, I think, it really probably should be the main event if it isn't already. But it's Marvin Quintero, who some of you guys may remember from. He fought Miguel Vasquez back when Vasquez was still a lightweight champion. Gave him a split decision. He took a split decision, lost to Vasquez, and then he had 2 injury retirements against Rustam Nugaev. He jacked up his hand, and then against I forgot who the other fighter was, but he messed up his ankle. Peter Petrov won the Boxino lightweight tournament a little over a year ago, and then he went on to defeat a pretty good journeyman, well, not really journeyman, like French contender level fighter, Gamaliel Diaz, by knockout. This fight, I favor Petrov. You know, he has that kind of Provodnikov come forward, pressure breaks pipe style. And Quintero, unfortunately, with his injuries, I'm not sure if he's really all together in terms of being able to handle a guy that's going to press him for, you know, the full 10 rounds. Quintero is probably a better boxer, like skill-wise and like slickness-wise, but I think Petrov is just going to be a little bit too much for him. And I'd say that Petrov probably, I think that he probably stops him in about the 9th round, probably like close to the end.
Yeah, so that Petrov got he got his ass beaten by Marcus Madonna out here, bro. Bro, when he stepped up, he get beat. I can see what you're saying, and he's coming off a couple of wins for real. This Petrov is but Marvin Quintana, man, you know what? Yeah, I'm looking at this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the same dude, man. I don't like it. I don't like what I'm saying. I'll go with Petrov as well. I got him by I got him by stoppage. Am I going? Yeah, no, I got him going points, man. You know, that's the decision. That's a no. Moving on to the next one. Let's go straight to the main event, man. The main event of the evening. Everyone's talking about it. We're gonna talk about it. Saturday, May 7th night, 2016, Las Vegas, HBO pay-per-view. So Canelo Alvarez versus Adam Cole.
You're breaking up, EJ. You're breaking up.
Yeah. We're waiting for EJ to get back. Saul Canelo versus Amir Khan, the main event.
Who want to go first?
I'll go first.
Go on, Chris.
I got Canelo by 8th round aneurysm. 8th round knockout. I got him by the 8th round knockout. I think Canelo is going to slowly catch him. I think Khan is going to fight. I think you can train him to move around, but he's going to go back to his old self. He's going to get caught. I got him, Canelo stopping him in the 8th round.
Yeah, I agree. Canelo, 7th, 8th round knockout. Khan might win some rounds with activity, you know, with the hand speed and everything. But what's his name? Canelo's has very underrated defense. He'll probably slip some of those shots. Though a lot of those shots probably won't land very cleanly. When Amir Khan tries to tie up with Canelo, he's gonna feel his strength immediately. That he's not gonna be able to do what he did with Chris Algieri, with Luis Collazo, with Devin Alexander. He's not gonna be able to be successful in those clinches like that. And eventually, Canelo's gonna break him down to the head and body and knock him out 7th, 8th round.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I think Canelo Alvarez takes him out probably by about the 5th round. I don't think he's gonna wait too long to get started. You know, he's a little bit of a slow starter, likes to take his time to a certain degree. But I think it won't really take him that long to figure out what Khan's about, what he's trying to do in there. And I think Khan he's a bit of a front runner. You know, he tries to jump on you, overwhelm you early with speed and pop. And I think as soon as Alvarez starts, you know, catching him, even just with grazing punches, Khan's style is going to start breaking down. And that's just going to give Canelo Alvarez the deeper opportunity. Khan's heart, when he's hurt, is actually a little bit underrated. He's a guy that'll be able to kind of survive to a certain degree when he's hurt. But I think the accumulation really won't take much of an accumulation to put him down. And I think by the 5th, Canelo will pretty much have it all said and done with for the most part. So got him in the 5th.
Jeff Boxing.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much with the rest of the panel. I'm thinking like 7th, 8th round. And the thing with Amir Khan that he's consistently done his whole career is right before he steps in to punch, he does a little stutter step that gives himself away. Like, you go watch tape on him. Every time he does like this weird little stutter step, like this herky-jerky right before he steps in to throw punches. And a counterpuncher like Canelo is going to time it, and a bigger, stronger man, he's going to get laid down.
T.
Oh yeah, man. Let's see. I can't stand Canelo. Because what Jeff just said. It's not a bad breakdown of what he just said. But I could understand you wasn't walking on to Cotto as much because Cotto got that left hook that had been dominating people, even though those people were drained. So it's a stat in basketball that when I'm training people, we like to see how many times how many seconds per game the scorer has the ball in his hand. In a basketball game, you got about 2,800 seconds per game. Some scorers can only touch the ball for 30 seconds per game, and they can get 30 points. Canelo, I want to know how many seconds per fight that he be on the front foot. Versus Cotto, you don't see it. Why you trying to time a guy you so much bigger than? You should bully him. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Canelo he a fuckhead to me. They train as a fuckheads. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't want to put my money on him nor Khan. So my prediction is basically prove something to me. That's my prediction. Go whip his ass. Don't time him. Okay. No other junior middleweight, in my opinion, would go out here and give Khan the luxury of being competitive. Canelo has something to prove it.
Okay. Who wants to go, Natty or Ben?
Natty went already.
All right. Well, Lana.
My turn?
No,
yeah.
Not to turn.
Not to go already, father.
Ben Umar.
Man, I listened to an interview today, right? And I listened to a lot of boxers who seem to be believing in this fucking guy Khan. So you know what? I'm gonna take a little chance. I'm probably gonna put a couple hundred on this guy Khan, man. I'm gonna pick Khan by decision, man. I'm probably out of my fucking mind because you know me. I can't stand him, but I'm gonna see if he can pull off a decision. I'm gonna put a couple hundred on him too. We'll see what happens.
Well,
you lost your cotton picking mind.
That leaves me. Well, boxing, it's about self-belief. So even though Cotto lost to Canelo, he stuck to his boxing plan. And even when his shots were bouncing off and Canelo's were hard, he kept boxing. Thinking, if I can get my combinations off, right, maintain my shape, my footwork, I'll get the decision. He didn't get it. They went for the power.
Alright, we're starting now. Sorry about that, guys. Chris gonna give Canelo. Go ahead, Chris.
I got Canelo by 8th round stoppage. I think he's gonna walk Khan down, and Khan might get the first 2 rounds, but I think Canelo is just gonna settle in and walk down Khan because I don't think Khan has anything to hurt Canelo. And my phone is cutting off right now. I'll jump back in later.
All right, cool. Jeff, we see you on camera, looking pretty over there. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, what's going on?
Cool. Give us your prediction, bro.
For what fight?
Oh, sorry, Khan and Canelo. That's the one I caught.
Khan and Canelo. All right, I said this like 3 times already, but Amir Khan, every time he comes in to punch, he does a little stutter step. I think Canelo's going to time him, put him out, lay him down. 7-8 rounds, tops.
Nice and sweet, boy. All right, now talk.
I got Canelo in the 5th round. He tends to start slow, but I think it won't take him too long to figure out Khan, and Khan will start to gas out pretty quickly, trying to keep that high pace, trying to box the perfect fight. And I think that'll just give Canelo at least a round or 2 to start timing him. Probably about by round 3, he'll be timing him, pretty precisely, and then, just break him down and break him out. It won't take him too long after that once he figures out the timing. So 5th round.
Okay, no Canelo. All right, Scorsese.
Oh yeah, Canelo should only be working. He should only be making us pick between is he gonna knock him out or is he gonna win a decision. It's a disgrace defending that title at 155. But if you are, you need to show that you are on pace with every other middleweight and every other junior welterweight that 154 pounder. You need to show that you're on pace with every one of them because I think all of them guys will do Amir Khan harm, like a mean amount of I want to see him on the front foot heavy. I don't want to see a 12-round fight where he only on the front foot like 5 minutes like he was with Cotto. I want to see that front foot get a lot of work and him basically try to walk through with that. I ain't worried about all that timing and pretty boxing. Not this time, baby. Go get him.
Okay, cool. Benuma, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, what I said was before is listening to all the interviews of all the boxers speaking. For some reason in their heart, they feel like this guy Khan could win the fight. Me personally, I don't know if Khan could win the fight, but I really have a disdain for Canelo, the way he's going about things. So I'm rooting for Khan, which is crazy for me to say because I can't stand him. And I'm going to put a little change on Khan, man. I hope Khan can swing a decision. So I'm going to just say I'm going to put all my good vibes towards Khan. Hopefully he can swing a decision, man. I got Khan by unanimous decision.
How you got him doing it, Umar? How you see him doing it, though? Like?
Shit. I don't know. By hook or by crook, bro. Unanimous decision is all I'm calling. I see a fight kind of like, maybe like the fight with Lamar Peterson, somehow winning. I mean, not Lamar Peterson, like Maidana, just somehow winning. He shouldn't deserve it. He should get knocked out, blah, blah, but he somehow gets a W. I don't know. But I'm rolling with Khan, man. And I can't stand Khan.
Don't think Canelo giving no decisions away if it's close now. Don't do that now. That's money you playing with.
I ain't getting involved in that, man. I want Khan to win, man. So I'm sending all my good vibes to Khan, man.
Yeah, Ben, just PayPal me that money, bro. I need that. Don't worry about the bet. Just pay. If you gonna bet on a Khan decision, just PayPal me that money, man. I could use that.
You don't like that. You don't like that one, right?
No, it's not happening. You say decision in Canelo, it only go one way, baby. That's only one way. That's like brushing your hair. It only go one way, to the front, my nigga. Canelo, all day.
Well, I need to get Beast is coming. Should be coming on there, but I'm gonna give my prediction now.
Yo, Beast just called me on Skype. I don't know if Beast got a link or whatever, bro, because he was asking me what was going on.
I'm gonna give him a link. Yeah, if you can give him a link on Skype, you can.
No, I don't know. AJ, I don't have a link. You just added me to this call, so you got to send him something direct.
Send him. I just 1 second, guys.
Well, if you already did, you did, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. He was in here.
He was in it, right?
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought I seen his picture, ain't it?
I swear he should.
I mean, he was in the other call, but this call, I don't know if he can get it.
Yeah, this one too.
Hang up on the upper call, then. You gotta hang up, man.
EJ, you picking Khan, ain't you?
This is what I'm saying. I'm thinking about doing it. Like, I'm thinking about getting Khan. But I have to be truthful. Like, listen, when he start, all it takes with Canelo, a couple of wounded punches, Ricky Hatton's brother out of my head. I can't get it out of it. He went the distance with him and he wasn't hurt, and it wasn't like Matthew Hatton was hurt that badly, and Khan could do the same thing. Canelo doesn't like chasing, bro. If you stand in front of him, he's effective. But if you move around, you could win, but can you win like that? Like, see what the thing is, yeah? Like what Scorsese saying, how can you win? How can you outpoint Khan? Even Floyd Mayweather got a draw. How the heck is Khan going to do it, bro? We're looking, either way, Khan is a hard deal. If he stands in front of him, he can get knocked out. If he tries to move around, they're going to give it to Canelo. So how is he going to win? Like, it's virtually impossible. But you know what? With my underdog mentality, I'm going to go with, nah, I ain't looking like no. Yeah, I'm going to go with Khan. I'm going to go with Khan, man. I'm just going to go with Khan. I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, the impossible could happen. Uchiyama got flattened the other day by Jazreel. He's got, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility, man. You know what I'm saying? Possibility.
EJ, I agree with you. This is why I'm doing it, bro. Because when I see that Jazreel stuff, I see certain things. I'm just gonna go out on the ledge and pick Khan, man. I agree with you, EJ. I agree. I'm just gonna go out on a limb.
Hey guys, I tell you this right here. If y'all can just, if y'all betting, hit me up on the PayPal, send it to me, and if you win, I'll go ahead and pay the casino money to you. But you know, don't lose your money to me, man. Just give it to me instead. We need that over here. Casino don't need that. You know?
Yeah, I can see that already, man.
Hey,
do it.
TT, I don't think you paying them 5-6 to 1 odds like they're paying at the casino.
Yeah,
bro. I don't know if you can cover that.
I got you. I got you, bro. I got you.
My bet needs to be covered. You know what I mean? My bet needs to be covered, bro.
I got you.
All right, I'm waiting for Beast to come over, put his piece of cake on it, put his slice on it.
Hey, your boy Oscar and Bernard, they just making fools out of themselves. Canelo and this whole event, man. They just swagged up and stupid right now, man.
Why you say that? Hey, Bernard Hopkins went off on Triple G, trying to say, man, you trying to afford, but you know what I mean. He went off on Triple G about Triple G.
Yeah. Good look on. Send me that video, EJ. Yeah, he went off on Triple G today, boy. He wasn't playing.
But it just looked like he doing it all from a promoter standpoint, like he trying to cover up the redhead. That's the only reason he's doing it. That's what it seemed like.
Possibly, but I tell you what, if Canelo loses, he deserves it though, because he's faking the fun. Yeah. Guys, he's supposed to be the middleweight champion. What are we doing here? Like, the thing is in boxing, yeah, De La Hoya properly went up the weights to face people in their weight classes and everything, right? You understand that, but these guys are propagating a fraud, man. Canelo weight and all the bullshit they're doing. This is ludicrous what some of these guys are doing. Fight people in their weight. But Amir Khan is Amir Khan out of this fight? Is Amir Khan gonna look bad if he loses?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about him because he.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, maybe T will. I won't talk bad about him because nobody expects him to win. So if he loses, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, that's what I expected." But if he wins, it's gonna be like, "Holy crap, he won the fight."
You gotta talk shit about
that's
him.
just my opinion.
He could have avenged his knockout loss. Instead, he went for a payday. So he took somebody else's payday that was deserved. So if he do get knocked out,
I don't like Amir Khan, and I'll never be explained as a person that likes Amir Khan. But my thing is this: he's taking a hard fight. At the end of the day, he's taking a hard fight.
For $13 million, though, ain't nothing hard to do for $13 million.
I ain't arguing with that, bro. Cause you offer me $13 million.
Khan Chin the B side, no doubt. Chris Caban with the good joke. Khan Chin the B side, bro.
Hey, let me get a drop in. Please go ahead, man. Give us your prediction.
Yeah, look, man. If he loses, he doesn't get no outs. That's what he's looking for as well. That's why he didn't take the Brook fight, because he knows. Poor Amir Khan, Canelo and Oscar bullied him, made him come in there. And all that. No. You got 30 mil, and it would be the 4-3 chin stoppage.
Yeah.
Look, man, you don't get no outs in boxing, man. Boxing's merciless.
Absolutely.
Boxing is merciless.
Yeah.
Right? You don't get no outs.
If he was,
right, let me tell you why you don't get no outs. Yeah, I done a video today on the history of boxing. Right, in Asian culture, they used to dip their gloves in resin and fucking grounded glass, right, to fight. These guys have it easy, right? If he's got to fight a few pounds extra, no big deal. If he gets chinned, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get memes, and he's gonna get it. Simple as that.
Alright, Beats, give us your prediction, buddy.
Canelo's gonna murder him, but I want Khan to chin him. So I think Canelo.
That's not no prediction. Who you gonna win? This is funny, Who you gonna win?
I got Canelo winning, man. I got Canelo winning, but I want Khan to win.
By knockout, right?
Yeah, knockout. Yeah.
Hey, if Khan was taking like $500,000 for this fight, and he went up there and it looked like he really, he was going for the glory instead of that big money, I'd give him a little bit of out. But for $13 million, nah, man, he can enjoy his nice out on the town, because that's what $13 million gets you. He don't need an out from me. He getting the shit stick. He get knocked out. Period.
Well, we're gonna find out, man. Anyone else want to say anything? Jeff Boxing. Where's Natty? Natty gone? Natty must have been doing something. Jeff, anyone want to add anything? Chris, Nauta. No one else want to say anything?
What's the undercards of this shit, man? It's whack ass.
Hey, man, you got the schedule.
The undercard is whack, man. That was. Did they read that out? That's Quinton.
Nah, we're gonna do that next. That's what I'm just making sure everyone understands. Like, if anyone wants to say anything like Amir Khan and thing, before we move on to the undercard, right?
I got a lot to say about it. I mean, we could do a whole show on the main event. The undercard
my thing about Amir Khan is this. I don't like Amir Khan, can't stand him, but I just really hope he beats Canelo because Canelo was perpetrating a fraud out here at 160, man.
Yeah, he is, man. He is. And De La Hoya, who respected the. I'll tell you, I have a lot of respect for De La Hoya when he was a career moving up. He went through the weight classes, and I don't think he ever done catch weights apart from the Pacquiao fight in his career. You know, he moved from welterweight, 154 to 160, and he done things the proper way. He done things how the guys back in the days. But he's perpetrating a fraud, man. Like you got the middleweight champion. You don't want to fight 160, and we're talking this thing Canelo weight like it's okay. And this is just bullshit, man. Like I'm glad the heavyweight division's back, bro. I'm not lying. I'm glad it's back. So I don't know when Natty is. I was just wondering what Natty has to say about this, bro. Did he have to pop up or something?
No,
Yeah, he went a long time.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff, or someone.
No, but you know what's interesting about the 155 in the WBC? They released it. I seen a tweet they made like a couple months ago saying like Canelo he can like set a catch weight at a certain at 155 because that's within the middleweight limit or within the middleweight range or whatever, and the WBC will sanction the fight. But if the opponent like comes in at 160 and comes in overweight, they will still allow the opponent to fight for the title. It'll just be like a monetary, you know what I'm saying, penalty between the two camps. But like the WBC, like if someone comes in to fight Canelo at 160, the WBC is still going to allow them to fight for the middleweight title.
Mm-hmm.
That's just between the two promoters and the contracts.
Yeah, go ahead, Beats.
Can I answer that first, right? Now, you are correct. And legally, that is the stipulated law by the WBC. Boxing don't run by stipulated law. We know that. There are certain tenets in boxing, like, they don't always hold true, like you got to take it from the champ, and the 160 limit is the 160 limit. Like, if you took one catch weight fight there, we'd say, okay, but you take your whole of your career. No, you can take 1, 2, but not everything. Not everything.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is funny. That's not happening. And you know what, Beach, yeah? Bernard Hopkins in an interview said De La Hoya made him come in and catch it at 157. He made it 157 with Sin, so I have to take that back about De La Hoya. He made Bernard Hopkins because he was the golden boy coming at 157. That's what he did to Bernard, man. I mean, it's still a middleweight because remember it's under 160, but he made him come in. He had to come in no higher than 157. That's how it was.
And he got a point right there because I don't think back then the WBC would let him hold them belts and be a mandatory at the same time. That's something that I noticed with Rigo. He had the WBA and he had the WBO and what else? WBA, and he wanted to get ranked somewhere else and they wouldn't do it for him. But Triple G started getting a special treatment to all these belts he's talking about. But if Canelo didn't have him as a mandatory, Bernard Hopkins will have a point right there. But Triple G got a fair ranking somehow as a champion still.
Yeah. Hey, you guys listening, you guys need to stay out the chat and stay in here. Like, I don't know you guys are just there talking when we could talk in here.
Chris said his microphone won't work.
And,
no, I ain't trying to go to the chat, but Chris over there talking shit, so I had to respond.
Enough of the profanities already. Yeah, we know. Alright, so let's get into it, yeah? Undercard, right? Undercard's okay. No big undercard, but I think it's gonna be a war. We got David Lemieux from Canada, and we have Glenn Tappy from Jersey, man. And I tell you what, the middleweight division is a 10-round. I don't think it's gonna go 10 round. For me, I'm gonna go with Lemieux. Easy, bro. Easy work, bro. 3-round stoppage all day. David Lemieux. The Tappy can't. His punches is gone. Like they're trying to build it up in some sort of war. It ain't even a war. It's gonna be a one-sided beating. I can't see how Tappy can even. Tappy, someone needs to mute himself. I want to know no feedback. Like, I'm gonna have to come down here. All right. So Tapia is a career 154 guy, man. He's moving up to things. Lemieux's natural at this weight, so I'll give Lemieux the edge and power and everything, man. He's just gonna get eaten. So I'm going with 3 rounds by David Lemieux. All right. So anyone know? Let me just tell you something. Okay. Let's go, Umar. What's your take on it, man?
Man, what's Tapia, right? Well, Tapia ain't been right since James Kirkland dealt with him. So I think he's pretty much washed. He's not beating David Lemieux. This is a David Lemieux situation where David Lemieux is looking to, get a body under his belt with somewhat of a name, make himself look good. I agree with you. David Lemieux in 3 to 5 rounds. It should be over quick, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, Beats, go ahead.
Pay-per-view, man. Nah, it's not good pay-per-view. It's not. This is some PBC fight. You know what I mean? A free TV fight. You know what I mean? And I think Lemieux will win it. I like David Lemieux. I think Lemieux will win it.
Fairly, you got Lemieux. Yeah, of course he will. What? By what?
Bro, he's stoppage. He's a puncher. He's a puncher.
Yeah, you get him around.
I think Lemieux would probably beat Canelo at 160.
David Lemieux.
Yes. What, you think Canelo could go 7-8 rounds with Triple G?
No. I'm not saying that. But David Lemieux against Canelo, yeah? You got David Lemieux. You have Canelo. Maybe. Possibly. I don't rate him. Maybe.
Sorry, EJ, yeah? Let me just tell you this. Boxing's about balls. You need balls to be a boxer. Yeah. David Lemieux's got balls. He'd probably outgain Canelo. Canelo ain't got no balls. Fight a 160-pounder and show me you got some balls.
True that. You know what?
Canelo.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll go for Lemieux.
Yeah, cojones. Yeah, I got you on that one, man. I can't even say nothing there. That's real. Jeff Boxing. What's your take, bro? Lemieux, Tapia.
I mean, you got to think Tapia. When was the last time he fought? Like a year ago, 2 years ago, and got knocked out by Soros.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think he's just brought in there as food, man. How else can you look at it?
For real.
It's like, I agree, it should not be on a pay-per-view.
No, man, you guys are funny, man. And you're right. Last time we fought was it was this time last year, bro. This time last year he got beat by Mike Soto. Yeah, you're right. But maybe he's naturally brought him to the weight. Now I'm not making no excuse. The guy's getting knocked out, bro. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna move. Alright, move on. Yeah, see what you guys. Caban's on mute. Yeah, go ahead, Nata.
Man, I think Tapia will give him some trouble before he gets knocked out, but I'd say Lemieux probably takes him out probably by about the 6th. Yeah. But I mean, I think Tapia may give him some trouble. I mean, I'd be willing to bet that he may have been a little bit drained at 154. And Golden Boy actually signed Tapia, so they got both guys. So to me, that says they're not necessarily. It's not a sure thing on either side as far as they're concerned. Because, I mean, Lemieux's technique is all over the damn place. The guy just kind of, walks in at you and throws punches and just wings them. He doesn't really have any setup. At least Tapia has a little bit of a setup. He was actually able to stun Kirkland in there before, Kirkland body-bagged him. But, yeah, man, I got Lemieux by knockout probably at about the 6th.
Yeah, so everyone see it. Go ahead, Scorsese.
I gotta take the Beats approach. I gotta bang on this undercard first. It is like PBC level. They already sort of doing a cross promotion because Khan is not HBO. He's it would have proved something to me if they would have did a real cross promotion and put a Heyman guy on the undercard versus a Golden Boy guy. Matter of fact, I know it's not the same promoters, but HBO say, hey, we putting Walters Lomachenko on the undercard. What the hell? You have already pissed the hardcore fans off with this fight. And you don't do anything on the undercard to make them want to come back to it. Everybody knows Tapia is damaged goods. And David Lemieux damaged goods too in a way, but Tapia a little more damaged maybe. That's what it was seen. So, I mean, I don't know what fight they could have made. Who could David Lemieux fight at 160 from Heyman stable? I mean, could you pay Jacobs? Could you pay Quillen? I mean, somebody, I don't know. You already got Khan. Prove to me that you really want to work, HBO, I would like for them to prove to me that they will work when they're not at the upper hand. Because Khan is a huge underdog. Just show me your work when you don't have this over the top expectation for a guy to have to win. Khan has to really overachieve to win. Show me you'll do a 50-50 match, and then you probably be in better graces with the hardcore fans too, because we pissed off about this fight.
So who you got, man? Who you got?
I don't care, to be honest with you. It's meaningless to me, but I really feel like the rest of you said David Lemieux. I've talked shit about him for the last week, basically, because a lot of fans on Twitter fucking ridiculed me for saying Triple G ain't fought nobody like Max. He got on Max Kellerman nuts for saying that shit, and I told him, Max, hold your fucking words. David Lemieux ain't nobody. He fight, but he ain't done shit. So, I mean, I'm rolling with Lemieux basically because Tapia done. We saw the Sorrow fight. Y'all seen the Kirkland fight. It's over.
Yeah, but
they throwing him to the wolves.
You done winded with it, bro. Like, you done winded.
Yeah, but I'm pissed about it, man. I'm pissed about it. The fans should know that. They should be pissed too.
EJ, T over there getting this what you need on. Just taking a roundabout way.
My bad. But like I said, this shit is foul, man. Hardcore fans hate this shit.
I'm about to call Mauricio Herrera, see what's going on with him. And whatever, like, T over there just burning up the air, man.
Who he fighting?
He's fighting Frankie Gomez.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that shit. Frankie.
Come on, man. You just...
Can I just say this, yeah? Right? Miguel versus Medina and Jack versus Brute was not pay-per-view, am I right?
Nah.
Yep. And this is pay-per-view?
Regular.
And this is pay-per-view?
It's because Canelo Alvarez.
I'm not buying it. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be just like y'all, man. I'm not buying that. I don't know if any of y'all buying it. I'm streaming that fight. I refuse to pay money for that.
Nauta's buying it. Nauta, you buying it.
What if they have Walters on the undercard though?
I always support the sport, man.
There you go, man. See, this what's up.
What if they had Loma versus Walters on the undercard though? Would that make anybody better?
That's a completely different story.
Yeah,
They don't.
I wouldn't question it. I wouldn't have questioned it if they did.
That's why they fucked up. That's why they fucked up. You pissed the hardcore fans off and you didn't do shit to make.
I'm not hardcore. I'm gonna watch it. I'm a hardcore fan. I'm gonna watch it. I'm in a position because on Sky. I don't think it's gonna be on Sky. Actually, it's on Box. I think it's on Box Nation. So, like, I'm gonna watch it, man. If it was on Sky, I'd pay for it. I would pay for watch it.
Well, see.
Right.
What would have been nicer to see is if they would have matched Lemieux against Stevens. Two former Golovkin opponents. Winner would obviously be in line to fight Canelo. That makes more sense, and it's also a more exciting fight because both of them are punchers. They could easily end the fight with any given shot.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna call Mauricio Herrera. Yeah, I'm calling right now. Wherever he picks up, there's no thing. But y'all know how to behave yourself. Need I more have to say? I don't know if you're able to hear you. Wherever he picks up, we're seeing it. Mauricio Herrera, I ain't talked to him for a minute though. I haven't talked to him for a long while. So I know he's gonna pick up.
That man, we're trying to make wins, man.
Hey, hello, Mauricio Herrera.
What's up?
What's up, man? EJ Boxing Live here. You're live on my hangout. I've got some guests over here. Hey, man, we know you're fucking Frank Gomez. How you feeling, man? How you think you're gonna do in the fight, bro?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. So I think I'm gonna do well in this fight. I fought power punchers before and undefeated guys before, so I think I'm gonna do very well with Frankie, and especially at this weight, I should feel much stronger and look stronger.
But because you know what, the last fight with Hank Lundy, that was the cut. How the cuts? Are the cuts healed and everything? You were healed up and fresh and ready to go, right?
Oh yeah. I had more than about 10 months to let them heal, so they're nice and healed. Frankie won't even be able to see where my cuts are at, so I'm not really too thinking about that. I don't think he's thinking about that. If he does, and he's gonna have problems if he wants to just target my eye. He has more problems than that coming in that ring, so we're ready to go.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, you know what? Arguably, you're the best guy in the division, man. You know, with a lot of people and us, you beat Danny. You're the guy to beat in the division. Where is this fight gonna bring you? after you win this fight, I'm going to pick you to win this fight. What are you going to do after this fight when you win this fight? Just assuming you get past it. What's your game? What's your plans?
I think I deserve something good after this fight. If I beat Frankie Gomez, I'll try to do it in great style, and I gotta sit down and talk to Golden Boy, and they really gotta give me something good, because if they don't, I don't know why I'm in the sport, but if I get fight Frankie, everything good, we gotta sit down with Golden Boy on the table and find out, and it better be something good after this.
Absolutely, man. All right, I've got my guys here. You guys got a question? I'm not too sure if they're ready to hear you, but you guys got a question? Yeah. Marisa, go ahead, Nato.
Yeah, I got a question. Mauricio, you pretty much should have taken the zeros of both Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez.
Comment, Nato. Hey, Mauricio.
Yeah.
Hey, Mauricio, let me call you back on Facebook, because if I call you back on Facebook, I think the others will be able to hear you. I'll call you back in 1 sec, yeah?
Bro, we can hear him. We can hear him.
Nah, he can't hear you though, Umar. All right, I'll call you back in a sec. Okay.
All right,
cool. That's Mauricio. Let me call.
Yo, this man answered the phone, ain't even stepped on the scales yet. He gotta be in shape.
Yeah, man, he'll make weight easy. He's not a big guy.
Mauricio's good. He'll be alright.
I think he was only like 152 fight night his last fight, so he should make it easy.
Still though, man.
Let me call this. This guy is. Hey, you know who just called me a minute ago? Ingram Jones. Ingram. Baylor on TV? Nah, he must be busy. So let me call Mauricio anyway. Let me call Mauricio, because he just called me a second ago. So I just called him back. Let me call Mauricio. He should be able to hear you now anyway. Umar, why do you have to argue all the time, bro? I've got everything on lock, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, I wasn't. Alright, EJ, whatever, bro.
I was just saying, like, I'm telling you, the reason why I called him back to make sure you could hear him. I know you could. If you talked, yeah, he wouldn't be able to hear you. He'll be able to hear you now. So I'm calling him now on his Facebook. Yo, Mauricio. Mauricio?
Hello?
Yeah, Mauricio. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now, so you have a question for Mauricio. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, Mr. Mauricio Herrera. Glad to talk to you. I had a quick question. You pretty much should have probably taken the zeros of both Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez. Similar situation going in here with Frankie Gomez, in spite of Frankie's issues with weight in the past. Do you think that you have to win these rounds more convincingly than the rounds that you defeated Garcia and Benavidez in order to get the decision in this fight?
If I won those fights, I don't know what else I got to do. I mean, that's the style that I have, and that's what got me this far. That's why they keep feeding me these guys. They think they're gonna take me out. They think that they're trying to push me down and out of the sport. That's the way I feel. But some of who I am, I got to play to my strengths. And if I find if I ever see any time or any openings that I can try to get Frankie out of there, I'm willing to do that. And especially in the championship rounds, I try to always say to myself, really go hard in those rounds, and I think I'm gonna really test Gomez. And being at this weight, you never know. You can't say looking by my record that I can't stop anybody, because look what I've been facing. Been facing tough guys, and I don't think that I cannot stop Frankie. So if it will happen, it will be toward the late rounds. It could be a stoppage. You never know. They can come in different forms.
Absolutely, man. Benuma, you got a question for Mauricio?
Yeah, I do have a question for Mauricio. Mauricio, I remember we did an interview with you a while ago, and you kind of explained the fighters you grew up liking and the fighters you looked up to. Do you think the fact that you kind of pattern your style maybe after those guys that hurts you when it comes to decisions, because you're more of a slick boxer instead of a come forward brawler or whatever?
Yeah, well, you know what? Yes and no, I guess. I'm not a real the hardest puncher, but I know I do got enough pop to get these guys' attention. I mean, if you see a fight with Danny, he was not bulldozing me, neither was Benavidez or Ruslan. None of them were really pressuring me out of there. I mean, I do got some power in my hands. So, you know what? No, I'm glad that I studied the fighters I did. Something good came out of it. Hey, I'm fighting on one of the biggest stages, this Saturday. So, I mean, that has to say for something. And maybe it's a weight class. Maybe a little different. Maybe a little more pop will come out at 147. maybe I'll feel more stronger, and we just have to wait and see. But no, I'm happy the way things are. I'm happy with the style that I got, and I will continue to study these three fighters and try to get whatever I can out of it.
Absolutely, man. Boxing beats the Rams?
Yeah, I was just going to ask about the jump up in weight. Do you envision 147 giving you any troubles?
No, I mean, it was hard to make 140. It's a little more easier for 147. It's a weight that I probably could have done a long time ago. You know, a lot of fighters like to really discipline and go as low as they can. But, you know, the fight, they wanted me to fight Lucas at this weight. That didn't happen, so my mindset was just going to welterweight anyways, and so we got Gomez in this weight. So I think it's going to be a good thing, and you always feel more healthier, you know, with not having to lose as much weight. So we'll see if my legs feel stronger and everything. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be bad for me this week.
Cool, man. All right. Cool. Good question, Beats. Now, Scorsese, you got a question?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I could form a question out of it, but while your phone was ringing, I didn't think you were gonna pick up because, you know, before the weigh-in, I didn't know you jumped up in weight to 47 either. Yeah. But if you were at 140, do you think you'd be on a phone call a day before the weigh-in?
No, yeah, you guys got me. I saw that ID caller, and I said, you know, I never pick up when it comes up like that, but I said, it has to be somebody. I was going to give an attitude to whoever it was. You guys came up, and I was writing the show, so I had to pick it up. But actually, I'm not even in a, you know, if I was making 140, I probably would have been in a bad mood or something.
Yeah.
And not pick up. But, you know, being at this weight is not giving me too much problem. You know, I just got about 2-3 pounds to take off right now and a little bit at the sauna, and I should be right at weight. So, I mean, if I was making 140, I would have never picked up this phone call. So there's something there, you know.
I told you, man. I told y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you know, going off of that, do you think that considering Frankie Gomez's past issues making weight, that there may be an advantage that you could take advantage of there with regard to possibly, you know, going to his body a little bit, jab to the body, stuff like that?
Yeah, you know, he had trouble making 140, so 146, you know, if he doesn't make that weight, then, you know, I don't know what to say, but he has more than enough pounds there to play around with. The other ones that wanted it lower weight, which didn't make sense to me, you know, if he had problems making weight, but I'm seeing him now, you know, he looks like he's close to weight, so I hope he makes the weight because he's already getting enough opportunities from Golden Boy, so he better not blow this one again.
Well, you know, if he doesn't make weight, would there be any repercussions for that from your side or from Golden Boy, or what's going on with that?
Of course, yeah. When we work the contracts out, we're gonna find his ass. If he doesn't make weight, we won't try to make as much. It depends on how high he comes. We'll make him work as low as we can before accepting the fight. You know.
Yeah.
Can I jump in with one? Like, when I saw you perform against Danny Garcia, like, and I saw you getting at Danny, and you beat him clearly, and then you got robbed against Benavidez. They are quality opposition. But the thing is, right, even when you go down maybe a level against Perez, all these fights are relatively close. Do you think against Gomez you need a really, like, at least a 4-round cushion if it goes to the scorecard? So that way they can't take it away from you. Do you feel that you really need to make a punctuation mark on this fight?
Definitely. All my fights have been close. I've never been dominating in any of my fights. So, you know, I do have to put just a little extra on this fight, you know, to kind of erase the past and just to start fresh, maybe this way, you know, start over and really take more risks. And I'm willing to do that. You know, I have a good chin, you know, I never really hurt or knocked down. So once I'm able to fill out Gomez, that will determine what I want to do. And I may pressure Gomez back. I may be the one to pressure him and make him go back. You know, he doesn't fight good going backward. We may test that out. As you know, I did bang it out with Mike Alvarado when he was undefeated. You know, so I never boxed there. You know, I stood there and traded to the last round. So you guys know what I got. So if I have to do that again to win this fight in spots, then I'll do that.
Cool, man. All right. Hey, man, we burn you up, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you giving me your time, champ, boy. And you're the real champ at 140, and you're gonna be. Hey, we can see you fight. We see you winning some fights at 147. Hey, man, hope your fight goes well. And yeah, man, anything else you want to say to your UK fans?
Whoever they want me to put up against. Another prospect, like I said, I'll keep testing the prospects out, but they better be good prospects or champions or current champions, whatever they want. You know, I've been ready to fight. I haven't said no to anybody, so hey, bring it on.
Absolutely, man. Thanks very much, Champs. Thanks for your time. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
All right, thank you again.
Yeah.
No problem. Take it.
The uncrowned 140 champion. The uncrowned 140
There
champion.
you go. That's what I'm saying, man. That was Mauricio Herrera for you guys that's coming over. He gave a good interview. Everyone, good video. Hey, good question, guys. So, on my prediction for Mauricio Herrera versus Frankie Gomez, I'm going Mauricio Herrera by decision, unanimous decision. It can be hard for him, but I'm gonna go Mauricio Herrera by unanimous decision at his new weight class. Anyone else want to jump in? Beats, how you see the fight going? Oh, you've already done it already, right?
I think I have. I don't think I have. I was gonna get Frankie's box record. Who's Frankie really?
He ain't got. I've got his box.
Paris,
He ain't really got no one on this. He ain't got no one.
Yeah. The last few have went the distance as well.
The best guy. No, I was gonna say the best guy on his resume is probably Granados.
He's got Vernon Paris. Vernon Paris is a good win.
Yeah, Zab ruined Vernon, didn't he? Zab ruined Vernon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go for Fing, man. I'm going to go for Mauricio Herrera.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Herrera. Points. Split decision, Herrera.
Yeah, man, we gotta, we gotta send good vibrations Mauricio's way, man, because Mauricio's a cool ass cat, man. He always been, a cool ass cat with us. We gotta send good vibrations his way, you know what I mean?
Our predictions are on the line, bro. I wouldn't lie. So I know Vinny's just smartly, wisely saying it's gonna be close though, but you know what I mean? That's wise though, but we understand.
You know it's gonna be close. Mauricio's fights is always close. When has he ever dominated? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna send good vibrations.
He gets penalized.
Yeah, he gets penalized for his style, and I don't like, that's the type of style he fights is the style I always champion. I champion that style all the time, so I'm not going to switch up. Oh, go ahead, Beats, go ahead. Make your point.
To be honest, I had him up about 3 rounds against Danny Garcia. At least. I had him beating Danny Garcia.
Yeah, he won. He won that fight. He won that fight.
I mean, shoot, when he fought Benavidez, I thought he gave him a boxing lesson. I thought he used like 3 different styles. I thought it looked like a sparring match, like the way he was, styling on him, man. He was using like 4 different styles on him. He used like the Mike Tyson style, then he used the little shoulder roll, then he just switched it up for the hell of it.
That's the thing about him, bro. That's a great question. Umar asked a great question because he studied all his favorite fighters, Pardon Whitaker, and Umar.
That was the point I was getting at, EJ. I didn't want to be too direct about it, but you know when we talked to him.
Yeah. It was a great question because is your style studying all them great defensive fighters hurting you? And he says, he's still got power. Yeah, go ahead, Scorsese.
Let me get one. Now to probably know, because Frankie been in a lot of shit like he was, Mauricio was saying, but what the fuck Frankie bring to the table? I don't never get to see him because he's an asshole.
Mauricio Herrera's resume still. He's fighting the
No. I get Herrera's resume. I know what Herrera's about. I want to know what Frankie Gomez is about. What is he?
Frankie Gomez's rep has largely been built in the gyms, where he's been one of the few guys that's been able to spar with Pacquiao on even terms.
Yo, EJ, you know what? EJ, you know what's funny, right? When you mentioned that name, you know who I thought of? I thought at first when you said Frankie Gomez, I thought you was talking about Eddie Gomez.
Yeah.
So I was torn for a second. You know what I mean? I was torn for a second.
So everyone's got Mauricio, right?
I don't want to pick nobody, but if I know Frankie and I know he got a good rep, man. I've heard a lot about him. You just never see him. And then
that's the thing. A lot of his rep has been built in the gym, just by virtue of the fact that he was one of the few guys. Like even as a teenager, he was able to spar on even terms with Pacquiao and Khan and stuff out in the wild card, and just be good. But the problem is when it comes down to making weight and compete and performing in the fight, it's like he doesn't have the same stuff as he has in the gym. It's like a great basketball player that can do it all in practice, but when they're actually in the game, they freeze up just a tad and they don't have they don't show all that specialty that they did in practice.
Yeah.
I just reserve my pick and see what Frankie brings to the table.
Well, here I want to give my pick. I think Herrera wins this fight. The reason why I was asking him questions about Gomez's weight is because Gomez actually missed weight 2 fights ago. He weighed over 150 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be willing to bet that even making 147 is going to be a pain in the ass for Gomez. And in spite of the fact that Gomez isn't, really a guy that's a big guy there, like in terms of muscle mass, he's a guy that gets fat in between fights. He's real, he has a lot of really bad habits outside of, this stuff. He does a lot of the same kind of crap that, Broner gets a lot of, heat for. But I think Gomez doesn't get as much heat because he isn't, world champion or anything. He hasn't fought on that level yet. But he's a guy that his head is like here and there and everywhere. And as far as coming into this fight, I think he's actually probably a tougher style matchup for Herrera than either Benavidez or Garcia was, because Gomez can actually pressure you. He can press you and box you at the same time. But just by virtue of focus and the fact that Herrera will make the weight easy, while I think Gomez will probably still have some problems, I think Herrera probably out staminas him and gets a decision.
Yeah, so Granados is his best win.
Yeah, and seeing even that one was a majority decision, so
Well,
Granados could have easily won it.
I want to get more on this Kanan and Canelo. I'm looking to call Chris Bird. We ain't talked to Chris Bird for a very long time, so hopefully he'll pick up and we'll talk to him, man. He'll be able to hear you because I'm calling through Facebook as well. So just get some more take on this one, because someone like a Chris Bird to give his insight will be good, man.
Yo, Chris Bird is a perfect call for Amir Khan. Fighting at his size and shit, being at the size disadvantage.
I'm calling him right now.
Yeah.
He's ringing.
Canelo Alvarez is going to be Ike Ibuchi, man.
Around this time, Chris Bird and these guys are busy, man. But if he picks up, it'd be good, man. If not, it's no biggie, man. Because at least I got the one I wanted to, because Mauricio was fighting on the card, and I always like to get the fighter who's been fighting on the card. Like last week we got Eddie, remember? So remember last week we got Eddie just before his fight, and we was all tuned in, so we were going to be tuned in to Herrero. I guess Chris Bird's not picking up. He might be busy, so we're going to have to leave that one. All right, let's move on to the next one. Over in the UK, London, England, Manchester, England, should I say, fighting a lightweight division. Andy Collar defends his WBA lightweight title against Israel Barbosa. And I'm telling you straight up, before anyone else here, Crawler's going to sleep, bro. He's going to sleep, bro. I was there at the press conference when Israel Barbosa came over and fought Kevin Mitchell, and I wanted to talk to him with his interpreters before, but he was going to the weigh-in, and I never got the chance to finish to talk to him because there was so much going on. Dillian, remember it was on the card of Dillian and Joshua and things like, so I never got his in. But then when I saw him in the ring, the first one I noticed he had Reyes gloves. I said, oh my days, they allowed him to wear the Reyes gloves, and I was like, man, this don't look good. And I was looking at his knockout percentage. People think, that he kind of old, he kind of old, he ain't fought no one. But I'm telling you, Collar's been knocked out by people like Derry Matthews and them dudes there. And I think in Barbosa it's much harder than them. So Collar has to be on his game. If Collar beats this guy, I'm going to give Collar all the respect in the world. For real. But I don't see him beating him. I got Israel Barbosa in round, I'm getting 7, lucky number 7. He's gonna knock down Collar a couple of times, and the fight's gonna be for the stoppage by round 7. Alright? Beats another UK guy, beats who you got. How do you see the fight, bro?
Well, I was shocked they took it, man. I was shocked they took it, but they must have seen something about guy from Barbosa. Like he's the interim champion, and the way he destroyed Mitchell, man. I don't see what Crawler can bring to the fight, but I've got Barroso in under 9. I'll give Crawler might, be a bit shifty on his feet and maybe a bit hard to get rid of, but I'm going to give it 9 rounds, Barroso, to take the title.
There you go, man. All right.
So just to add quickly, if Crawler pulls this off, like he becomes one of the top UK boxers, even though the public won't know about these guys, he'll be in the top 4 UK fighters. Absolutely.
That's the point. Beats is absolutely right. He'll get all the credit from me, but I don't see him doing it. There we go. Umar. Go ahead, Umar. How you see it going?
You talking about Derek Crawler?
Yeah.
My thing is this, right? Derek Crawler in his last fight, right, when he won the world title, whatever, or before he rematched, my man, whatever, however you want to call it, he wasn't really supposed to win that fight. You know what I mean? Nobody was thinking he was going to win that. And, I think he could pull it off again. I know nobody thinks he could beat Barroso because what Barroso did to my man, I can't remember. Barroso fought out that other British guy. I can't remember my man's name right now, but nobody thinks he could beat him. I'm going to go with Derek Cruller, man. I think he might be able to pull it off, man. I'm going to pick him to, surprise everybody once again.
You mean Anthony Cruller, yeah? Anthony $1 Million Cruller.
Yeah. Oh, I'm calling him Derek Cruller, yeah. What the hell am I talking about? Fucking, yeah, $1 Million Cruller, yeah. You know how I'm talking about the right guy. I'm just saying the wrong name, but yeah.
I know. Gus, what's up, Gus? Unmute yourself. I'll put you on mute, Gus. Unmute yourself. All you gotta do is the icon.
My bad, EJ. I freaking was thinking of Derry Matthews for whatever reason, but you know what I meant.
But I knew you was talking about me, Umar. I knew you was talking about Gus. I muted you, so if you press the unmute bus, in the meantime, I'm gonna move on to Nauta. Nauta, how you see it going?
I think Barroso, the guy's a knockout artist. He's one of these cats from like Venezuela that just goes in there and just bangs you out of there. He's at least shown so far that his power is real. Like you take him out of his home country and he's still knocking dudes clean out. Had a big knockout victory over Kevin Mitchell, and now he's going in there against Cruller. I don't know if maybe they may have some options on Barroso to toss Cruller in there with him, but I mean I think he's gonna thrash Cruller too. I think he's probably gonna stop him in about the 8th round, and I mean Barroso, he's got to be one of the top lightweights at the moment, and especially after this fight, I think he'll probably be rated right up there. Where he really belongs. Lightweight's a bit of an open division, and I think he's pretty primed to possibly take it over.
See that? That's what's up, boy. Now to just put it down there, man. That's what I'm saying, boy. Scorsese, go ahead.
I think it's a mandatory fight. I don't think they got no options on him. I remember reading this as mandatory opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what that man did to Kevin Mitchell, you gotta remember, Linares and Kevin Mitchell, man, that fight made me fucking have dreams about Kevin Mitchell fighting somebody else. I remember that shit. They went to war. That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Barroso didn't need all that, man. Cruller, when he won his title, it looked like one of the biggest celebrations in the UK, the way the announcer was calling it. They were so fucking happy for him, and I think it's gonna be the biggest turn. It's gonna be a sympathy show for Corolla. They're gonna say, you know how the UK announcers, they play Homer and then the guy getting beat and they just like, oh, it's looking bad. Oh, that's what I see, man. It's gonna be bad. That's just my opinion.
Well, there's a possibility. There's a possibility that home court advantage. We've got that, man. We've got that for real. Gus, you need to unmute yourself.
No, I got Barroso by damage.
Oh, but you're saying, okay, you got, by damage, by stoppage or what? What you got? What rounds you got? You got
round mid-ish, somewhere in the mids, it won't matter. It'll be a stoppage.
Okay, Gus, I guess you can't get your, because I muted you, I guess you don't know how to mute. So, I don't think you know how to unmute, Gus. When you can, Gus, you can jump in and let you ask about Canelo. Alright, we're moving on.
Can you hear me now?
I just wanted to ask one more question about that fight. Is there a question? Sorry, that Kevin Mitchell could have been washed up after the Linares fight?
Yeah, of course it was washed up. It was washed up, of course. Anyone else want to say? I tell you, he was washed up. I think he was.
So we might be overestimating Barroso as well. I'm just playing advocate.
That's a good point, but still, please. But Kevin, he still is harder than Cruller. And the thing is, they gave Kevin that fight. If he won the Barroso fight, because Barroso was unknown, he would have got a fight. He would have got a fight with Cruller. And the thing is, I looked at Kevin and I said, bro, it's too early. That fight you had was a war. And going into that fight, he had a cut on his nose bridge. And the thing, he opened it up. I talked to Kevin at the weigh-in with the Martin one. I goes, "You saying, Kevin, you coming back?" He goes, "What? Listen, bro, I'm happy to be off boxing." He's done, bro. I mean, it's not nice getting beaten. Your face looks like bloody. All your face put out in the next fight. A man robs you of your senses in the next fight. It's not worth it.
EJ, we kind of just said it though. There's no outs in boxing though. He came off a good performance versus Linares. He probably was carrying that, saying that's the man in the division. I can beat anybody else. He probably was thinking that.
That's good. Hey, that's a good point, Scorsese. That's actually
Barroso to me, I'm not gonna take nothing from him. I think we can take whatever we want from him today, but he's gonna take a title Saturday. Either way.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. It's money in the bank, boy, like wrestling, boy. Money in the bank, man. Yeah, you go, Gus. You're unmuted. Go ahead. What's your prediction on this one, bro?
Yeah, it's a highly intriguing fight because Ishmael Barroso, even he may be the boogeyman of the lightweight division because although he turned professional 10 years ago, he's not been that active. Now, he's got, I think he's 21 bouts, he's got 19 wins, 2 draws against no losses. Now, 18 out of the 19 have come by knockout. So either his hands are being wrapped by Margarito or he generally has TNT power. Now, I think 2 of the draws happened very early on in his career. I think his first professional fight back in Venezuela was a draw. And I think his 5th or his 6th fight that was in Costa Rica was also a draw. But a lot of those fights, there's not a great deal of footage available, so it's difficult to attach any significance to those draws. So apart from Kevin Mitchell, he's fought no one ranked in the top 50. So although he's been knocking out a lot of these people systematically, there's a little bit of there's that bit of unknown factor about him. But certainly against Kevin Mitchell, and let's face it, a shocked Kevin Mitchell who shouldn't have really returned to the ring after that sort of savage fight with Jorge Linares. But one thing about Ishmael Barroso that you can see, physically extremely imposing, very, very big guy, southpaw, beautiful straight left, but he's got power in his right hand. I think the punch that gave Kevin Mitchell trouble was effectively almost a short right, could be some sort of a coaxial sort of jab stroke short right hook that troubled Mitchell. So big guy, a lot of power. Crawler, to give him credit, he turned down a potential fight with Flanagan, a lucrative fight where £500,000 was on the table to obviously take this fight. So he's obviously got confidence in his own ability, but I can't see Crawler giving anything that will dissuade Barroso from coming forward. So if I'm going to predict this one, I'll probably say probably a late stoppage Barroso, maybe 10 or 11.
Cool, man. And you know what? The way you broke that down, you gave a good background on that, Gus. Good one. Gus, real quick here, because I know you missed out. We talked to Marisa Herrera. He's fighting Frankie Coleman. I'm not too sure if you know about that fight.
El Maestro, yeah, I know this one, yep.
Okay, all right. But the main event, give me your main event on Khan and Canelo. I don't want to hear your take on that one real quick.
Ooh, we got boxing's biggest ego against boxing's sort of biggest star, sort of most controversial star. Now, I've been thinking, a lot about this fight now. Something Hakeem said, the sort of last podcast where he was sort of adamant that he's got Khan winning on points, and I really thought about that, and I'm thinking, I can't see Khan going to points, and this is my rationale. Number one, with the amount of defensive evasion tactics and the amount of energy he's going to have to expand to get away from Alvarez, number one, because there's no way he's going to engage or sit in the pocket. Number two, with the amount of energy he has to expand from an attacking point of view to unload these fast, quick combinations and pretty much get out of range as well. Number three, it's going to be inevitable that he's going to get tagged along the line, and Alvarez is certainly going to attack his body. So those three factors. And number four, Amir Khan has never fought at this weight before, and he's never had to carry this amount of weight within the fight. So the combination of those four factors, I can't see Khan lasting on points. I just can't. I think he'll be gassed out. Depending on how much Alvarez is able to hit him, so I can see Khan being gassed out by about 8. I think Khan will be razzling and dazzling for the first few rounds. Don't be surprised if you're seeing Khan 3 or 4 points up. That's not going to faze Alvarez. Alvarez is not going to be fazed by his power at all. I think he will cut down the ring. I think it'll be a body shot that will cripple Khan, but I think it may be an overhand right that knocks him out. So I can see Alvarez stopping him 7, 8, or 9.
Cool. Good one. All right, Gus, man. What have we got now? So, moving on. Good breakdown, Gus. Excellent, man. All right. Moving down. Who else we got over here? Oh, yeah. Don't forget, man. We got our boy. Well, used to be my guy anyway. Well, kind of. Derek Chisora versus Kubrat Pulev. Heavyweight, 12 rounds. I'm sure they got some belt on the line. So that's happening in Hamburg, Germany. That's probably going to happen.
European title.
Yeah, thank you, Beats. The European title. I'll give you my prediction straight away. I know Derek's got a sore arm already, and it's either going to end the two ways: Pulev on points or Pulev by stoppage. I don't want to see it go longer and see Derek get beat up, man. I'd love for him to. I was coming into this year in a week thinking Derek is going to knock this guy out. Derek's going to probably beat him up because the Derek style of fight, that was Derek to beat him. But I know there's too much stuff in the background. That Derek, I don't know what he's doing, bro. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm gonna go Pulev by stoppage within the 8th round, bro. Derek, it's not worth it, bro. Like, boxing is a dangerous game, and if he goes 12 rounds, he might not ever be the same again, bro. You know what I mean? I see that Pulev just mocking him, bro, and just taking the shot at him. It's not nice, but that's the way I see it. Beats, how you see that fight going, bro?
Well, Pulev ain't a puncher, and that's one thing in Derek's favor in terms of his neurological status getting impaired. He's not a puncher. So I think Pulev will beat him. He could stop him, but it'll be probably maybe a cut, a swelling, or maybe an accumulation thing. And the biggest thing is Derek looked tubby. When he pulled his head down, that's the only time I've seen him in recent years. I mean, in recent weeks before this fight. And he looked tubby. So he's not in shape. Sore arm is not a good look. Pulev, he's competent. Pulev is competent. I think his time has passed now with these new heavyweights coming along. I don't think he could beat Anthony Joshua or Fury or Wilder. I don't think he could beat none of them guys. I think he gives them hard fights, maybe difficult fights perhaps, or for a few rounds he'd be competitive. I'm not sure he beats them though. And I see him. I'd say he's gonna outpoint Derek. He's gonna go 12. He's gonna outpoint Derek. Clearly.
All right, cool. UD, man. There you go, straight away. All right, Scorsese. How you see it? I'll meet yourself, Scorsese. I guess he's busy. Benoit. Guess he's busy as well. Gus.
No, I'm here. I haven't, obviously you ain't giving me no updates on Derek lately, but if you saying that his shoulder's hurt, I damn sure ain't going to win him. I'll ride with Beats when he say, because I know what Pulev's capable of doing.
I might be wrong, and we blur it out. So
yeah, but even if he was fully healthy, I'd be worried about him in his fight. So I'm going to go with Pulev by UD. Unanimous decision. I don't think he stops him. I don't think he knocks him out, nothing crazy like that. I just think, unanimous decision, outboxes him. Blah, blah, however you want to see it. I can't ride with Derek, man. I think Derek loses.
All right, man. Now talk.
Yeah, I think Chisora is probably coming into this fight a little bit compromised. I think if he was at full health, he'd probably give Pulev a run. But as it is, I think he'll probably he could potentially give him some trouble. But his shape coming into the fight doesn't look good to me. So I'm thinking Pulev. I'm going with Pulev by decision. I'm not sure if he has what it takes to stop Chisora.
Okay. What was it? Scorsese, you there? No, I guess not. Go ahead, Gus.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You know how to use the mute thing now. Good job, Gus. Go ahead.
I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Chisora, but his development has not been to my liking that much. And I mean, I think he was stagnating under sort of Don Charles, and now that he's moved over to a different sort of promotional company, they've tried to be a little bit more active with him because they realise that in between fights You know, he certainly has that tendency for his weight to sort of expand quite rapidly. And even his conditioning has always been a problem as well. You know, a dedicated, hungry Chisora is a decent fighter. He's got a little bit of good pop about him, and he's got a good chin. We've seen him against, you know, Vitaly Klitschko in the past, you know, take a lot of huge shots, but that was probably the pinnacle of his career, you know, a very, very good, credible performance. Now, how much hunger and desire is left in him, I'm not too sure. If his conditioning is not right and he is going in there with an injury, then certainly he's going to be compromised. But still, I think he's got the ability to last on points. Pulev is a boxer. I think Beats has got it right. He's not a puncher. He's a better boxer. Fight being in Hamburg, Germany, I can see Pulev maybe unanimous decision on points.
There it is, man. There it is. Let's see it happen as well. Oh, Hakeem Boxing has jumped in. Hakeem!
Hey, what's good with you, brother? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Hey, man, it's good to have you over, man. Everyone's giving their predictions, yeah? Give me a prediction, Derek Zora versus Kubra Pulev. How you see that fight going, bro?
Pulev by knockout.
What round?
How long's Chisora been off?
Nah, he's been active, bro. He's been actually active. Last time he fought was probably about like 4 months, 5 months ago. 4 months.
Well, that's still a long time. But Pulev fought 3 months ago, didn't he?
Did he? I swear the last time Pulev fought was.
I thought he fought 3 months ago.
Did he? Like, I thought this dude, after he got Klitschko beaten, I thought he just.
No, he had a couple fights. He was knocking dudes out, like low caliber dudes we don't ever talk about. I could swear that. I'll look at Boxer again. I could be wrong.
Right.
I could have swore he had a couple fights. I think he had 3 fights after Klitschko.
Yeah, he knocked out Maurice Harris and he got UD George Harris. Oh, George Harris. Oh shit, that George
Maurice Harris. Maurice Harris. Is that the same one that Mr. Ali Bashir used to train that he's always talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Pulev. I think Pulev is fresher. I mean, he's still got a good career he's had. You know, I got Pulev by knockout. What round? Say about like round number 5 or 6.
Ooh.
Cool. Hey, Umar, you done your prediction?
My prediction on what?
On Derek, right?
Yeah. No, I got Pulev winning by decision.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Nice one, Hakeem. Hakeem.
Yeah.
Khan Canelo. How you say it?
Khan UD, man. Khan Army around here, boy.
Yeah, we go flame you up, man. Now I go Khan.
It's all good, man. I'm being 100% biased, and I have no problem. I was making boxing beats and rhymes mad when I didn't analyze at all. I just said Khan. You know, I'm going for Khan. You know, no one believes me. I see a lot of weaknesses in Canelo. I mean, Khan's only weakness is his chin, and if Canelo can't knock out Khan, I don't know how he's gonna win. You know, and the vice versa. If Khan can't stop Canelo from knocking him out, he ain't gonna win. He's gonna get knocked out. So, you know, for me, if Khan can find some way to be disciplined a whole fight, which has never been done before, if he can do that, I don't see how Canelo wins that fight. To me, Canelo's flat-footed. He can't cut off the ring at all. He's not really people have this vision of Canelo where they believe he's some type of guy who cuts off the ring. No, he's a boxer puncher. He doesn't cut off any part of the ring. He proved that against Lara. Only person he cut off the ring against was slow Cotto and a really slow Angulo. Even Cotto was able to get around the ring. And we all know Cotto can be very flat-footed. And Cotto looked like he was a boxer in that fight. Even though he lost, he was still nimble on his feet. Canelo is very slow to me. His feet are slow. Sometimes his thinking is slow. To me, he's just a slow guy altogether. So, if he can't cut off the ring and knock Khan out, he doesn't win that fight. He just can't win that fight in my eyes. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. But then Khan has to fight a perfect fight, which is next to impossible. So
Hakeem, you said Khan got only one weakness, his chin, and then you said he wasn't disciplined like the next sentence.
My bad. 2 weaknesses, I apologize. 2 weaknesses, I apologize. 2 weaknesses.
You said that I thought of a third one as soon as you said that. I was like, nah, that's not his only weakness, because for some reason his chin keep getting touched, like where your hands at?
That's the problem. He's undisciplined. It's not even a lack of not knowing what to do. It's the fact he commits too much. That's what I mean, undisciplined. He gets too much in the moment. Like, Khan has this issue where, like, he should have never went with Freddie Roach. I think that's the problem that's been following him, is that Freddie Roach's fighters are always committing sometimes to when to engage. And Khan doesn't have the chin or the body frame to do that. That's the main issue with him.
I think it's a lack of not knowing what to do too. You look at when he started getting punched in the body, all his only answer is retreat. It's never catch, shoot. You know, it's never that. It's never go right back to the opponent's body like Badou Jack did to Butte. You know, I don't know, man. Khan, only reason he's standing shot because Canelo's retarded almost.
I don't think Canelo's retarded, but
that word. I shouldn't say that word. It's not right to say that, but
I know. I get what you mean, and that's the thing is, like, if Khan can be disciplined, he has a very good chance of beating Canelo. I don't understand this. I think a lot of this stuff is Khan hate more than Khan actually looking at him as a fighter, because look at all the fights Khan lost. I mean, outside of Lamont Peterson, who pressured him, Lamont Peterson better pressure fighter than Canelo is by far. So if you look at, you don't think do you think Lamont Peterson is?
I said yeah, he is.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, you burning weights, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Khan by UD, and that's the reason I give the decision. I'm sorry.
Let him go. He's grown, man.
Man, look, man, we got things to do right here, bro. We gonna burn. I don't mind Hakeem burning, but bro, hey, Naughta's done you one. Scorsese, Derek Chisora versus Kubrat Pulev. I don't think you've done that one. What's your?
Yeah, I just passed on that. I haven't seen Chisora. I didn't even watch him fight Fury for the second time. I just passed on that fight, to be honest with you.
All right, hey, if you look at you guys with the Ring magazine, if you scroll down, there's a current poll, right? And it's got which round. This is Golden Boy. They're messed up. Which round do you think Canelo's gonna stop him in? That's how they got it. I clicked the distance, and a lot of people click the distance. So you can click which round you think it is to get the results. But anyway, we're gonna move down. Nauta, I think this is gonna be your division from now onwards. The fight in Namibia. Tell the people the fight in Namibia and the fights in Tokyo. Go ahead, Nauta. You take.
Yeah. In Windhoek, Namibia, he got Moises Flores defending his WBA interim super bantamweight title versus Paulus Ambunda. Ambunda, of course, is the fighter from Namibia. Moises Flores being from Mexico, and this fight is pretty important by virtue of the fact that the WBA a little over a month ago ordered that Moises Flores and Guillermo Rigondeaux would have to get made or go to purse bids by, I believe, September or October. I can't remember exactly which date it was. So, I mean, as long as Flores takes care of business versus Ambunda, then, that fight is pretty much a go, depending on, if they negotiated or if they go to purse bids or what have you. But Ambunda, I mean, he's a pretty solid fighter for, his own right. 24-1, 10 knockouts. His only defeat was to Tomoki Kameda, and competitive, but it was a clear victory for Kameda. That was before Kameda had ever come over to the U.S. But that was for a bantamweight title. So he'd had a previous title before that. He beat Punglang Sursingyu, lost to Kameda. So he's 1-1 in world title fights. And I'm thinking that Moises Flores should be too much for him. The guy's just a workhorse. I mean, he'll throw like 100 punches around. I think he broke like some sort of CompuBox record for his last fight for punches thrown. He knocked the guy out in the last round. So I think Flores takes this. I think I'll go with a 10-round stoppage. But I mean, if it goes to a decision, I mean, considering that he's the champion in the challenger's hometown, I mean, stuff could get pretty dicey depending on how close the rounds are. But I think he stops him.
Okay, anyone else want to give a take on that, or we move on to the next one? I guess that's a no. All right, go on to the big card on Sunday in Tokyo, Japan. Go ahead, Nauta.
Yeah, Sunday. The main event, of course, is Naoya Inoue's return versus his mandatory for the WBO super flyweight belt, David Carmona. David Carmona wound up becoming the mandatory by virtue of the fact that after Inoue won the title against Omar Narvaez by second round knockout, Carmona fought Warlito Parenas to decide who his mandatory was going to be, and that fight wound up being a draw. So they wound up just naming Parenas the mandatory regardless. And now Inoue took care of business against Parenas this recent New Year's Eve card and took care of him in 2 rounds. So I think Carmona probably won't last much longer, considering the fact that he's about even level with Parenas. I think it would probably behoove Inoue to go a little bit more rounds because they're already talking him up for possibly fighting Roman Gonzalez or Juan Francisco Estrada. But, I mean, he hasn't really even gotten that many rounds in. He's only had one fight go to a 10-round decision. Everybody else he's knocked out. So he could definitely use some rounds, but I don't think David Carmona is really going to be able to stick around too long because Inoue's punching extremely hard right now. And so I expect Inoue to get Carmona out of there probably around the 4th round.
I think so as well. With David Carmona, with his record of 20 wins with 8 knockouts, bro, he ain't staying in there, bro. He ain't got nothing to give him any trouble. And I think your 4th round prediction is probably spot on, or round 3. I go with that one as well. Okay, go ahead now to the next fight.
Yeah, next fight is going to be Akira.
Not to 1 minute. Yep. Anyone else want to comment on that?
Nelta, is that fight happening at 1:15?
Yeah.
Nelta?
Yes.
Yeah, girl.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's at 1:15.
1:15, okay.
Do you want to give a prediction on that, Gus?
I don't know enough about both fighters.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. Go ahead now to the next fight.
Yeah, next fight is Akira Higashi.
Oh, 1 minute. Akira Higashi, remember, this is the guy better than Carl Frost. That's for everyone else.
Respect, Nelta. Yeah.
Well,
go ahead, Nelta.
He's defending his IBF light flyweight championship against Martin Tekaprelt. Tekaprelt is a pretty good fighter. He's had a couple losses, but primarily to either a world champion in Jose Argumedo, who's currently a world champion, and to Milan Melindo, who was a top-rated fighter whose only other major loss was to what's his name, Juan Francisco Estrada. And I mean this should be fairly easy work for Higashi. Well, I mean, easy work in the sense that he should be able to win this fight cleanly and clearly. He's beaten better fighters than Tekaprelt before, namely Javier Mendoza. That was a great win for Higashi, a win that I didn't even expect him to get. But Tekaprelt, I think, is just a level below Higashi. Higashi should be able to win this, and Higashi's been talking about jumping over 112 to go to 115 to try and win a 4th weight class title. So I think he's probably well trained for this and ready to get him out of there and move on with his career, try and get more accomplishments. But Tekaprelt is a durable guy. He's only been stopped once, which was several years ago. So I think Higashi wins a unanimous decision dominant.
There you go. I'm not going to give a prediction. Higashi should win. I think it's a layup. I see these guys as layups, man. I can't actually see these guys actually troubling Higashi. Higashi winning the fight, becoming the 3-weight champion, and this guy here. Let me see this guy. I want to bring his box rec up.
I think Naoto is portraying this guy Martin Tekaprelt to be a lot better than a layup. I think. Is that right, Naoto?
I mean, yeah. I think he's at least able to give him some resistance.
Yeah,
Higashi should clearly win.
Yeah, his record is patchy. He's got 13 wins with 10 knockouts. He's got 6
An interesting surname. Where's he from, Martin?
That's
an Aztec name.
Yeah, Scorsese, what?
I'm gonna get out of here, man. It's good talking to y'all. Hey, how long you think you be on, EJ? I might get to come back. Got some recording to do.
Nah, we're still here. We're still gonna chop it up after the hangout.
But I probably got about 10 minutes of recording to do. I'll get back on here maybe.
Alright, cool. Yeah, his record like
CT.
Yeah, he's got there is a step. He's just
What's up? I'm back. My mic fixed now.
Oh yeah.
Did you drop?
Nah, I'm still here.
I still see.
Yo, break his mic again. No, I'm joking.
What you talking about?
Your prediction.
Hello? Y'all can't hear me?
Yo, we can hear you, man. You good. We can hear you. Me and Chris about to go at it.
You guys put yourself on mute, bro.
You can hear EJ? I can't hear him.
Yeah, you man?
No, I can't hear him.
Y'all mute yourself, man. I want to hear none of y'all breathing. Get out of here. Hey, me and now was talking some small weights down here. Where was I saying? Where was I, Gus? I was saying, the dudes...
Damn.
Get out of here, Chris. I'm muting you.
I don't know, man. He fell
Yep.
off. Maybe
No,
he's
yo,
gonna-
only EJ, only I can hear you right now.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
special
hear
like
you
that.
now. I can hear you now.
You can hear me now. What are you talking about? No one can hear me?
They couldn't
Yeah,
at
you
four. Now
back
that they
on
can hear
now,
you now, they can hear you now.
I tell you now, today the card from Namibia, I didn't realize it was on, but that looks a real good one actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lit, man.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
Alright, I'm still here. Let me just control this shit. So now
The time difference for us is going to be
I
what,
was saying,
4 or 5
I was
hours
just saying
ahead.
about 1 minute. I was just saying the guy.
So
He's
I
just,
wonder whether there's going to be a
Yo,
live
Gus,
stream of that
what's
somewhere.
Good. Yo, EJ.
yeah.
Yo, he can't hear you, man.
You know, let me. I'm gonna try and jump out and jump back in.
Nah, speak. Let me jump and jump up. Damn, man.
Bro, I can hear you. I can hear EJ. I don't know what the hell y'all listening to.
Yeah, but I don't think the guy from the UK can. Connor or Covert, I don't think he can hear him.
Yo, EJ, say something.
Wow. EJ jumped out. He said he's gonna jump right back in, but I can hear him fine.
Yeah, I can hear Ben Umar, I can hear Hakeem and Nauta, but
Yeah,
no,
I hear
can't
everybody but EJ. Or I
Okay,
could,
so yeah, I don't know what's going on then. That's Google Hangout for you.
Yo, I'm back, yeah? You can hear me,
All
yeah?
right. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now, EJ.
Everyone
You
hear
hear
me?
him, Gus?
Yes.
Wow, man, like, that was crazy, man. I don't know what happened this day. Chris came in and messed the whole thing up. I'm good.
It's your 98 Windows.
Yeah, Chris, yeah, good. Alright, anyway, we were talking about the little guys. I was saying he's just there to fill space and, like, get a win for Agashi. That's my take on it. Like, I don't see them guys giving trouble. Even the Inoue fight. It's just there to bash him up, so, that's my take. Agashi probably win on points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Inoue's fight is a mandatory, so, you know, he's got to fulfill it. And then the unfortunate thing with Inoue, though, is the fact that he has a contractual rematch with Omar Narvaez. So
Man,
he's kind of stuck on the shelf to a certain degree. Because, I mean, he should bash up this guy and he should bash up Narvaez pretty easy.
Yeah, he's going to take out. Where's the fight? Is it going to be in Japan or is it going to be in Argentina?
Well, they haven't decided that yet. After he beats Carmona,
I tell you what,
as long as he beats him, then they'll figure it out.
Gets him out of Japan, bro. Listen, he better have security, bro. They'll try to kill that guy in the ring after. I've seen it happen. They'll try.
Oh yeah, with Lazarte, yeah.
yeah, they'll murder you. But anyways, younger brothers on the card. Give it a little take on him.
Oh yeah, Takuma Inoue, younger brother of Naoya Inoue. They're stepping him up pretty fast. I think this is only his like 5th or 6th fight. He's already in a 12-rounder. So just like they stepped up Naoya fast, you know, he won his world title. I think was his 6th fight. This is gonna be Takuma's 7th. The funny thing though is Takuma is at the same weight class. He's at 115, and 115 is getting real deep right now. So I'm not sure if they're gonna want to have him stay there and try and win a title there, or if they might move him up or down. Because I mean, if he could still make 112, which he had done before, I think that weight class would probably be a little more open for him. You know, potentially win whichever titles that Estrada and Gonzalez wind up dropping as they move up. But he's fighting a guy, Afrizal Tamboresi of Indonesia, and this guy I think is pretty much being brought in to make him look good. He's been knocked out in the second round 2 fights ago by Rocky Fuentes, who was a pretty solid fighter from the Philippines, but Takuma should be able to take care of him pretty easy. I'm not sure if Takuma will knock him out because he doesn't have the same power that Naoya has, but I mean he has 12 rounds to do it though, so I wouldn't necessarily count him out. I think they're probably bringing him in there to let Takuma tee off on him, try and get a knockout. So I think I'll go with knockout 10th round.
Cool, man. Anyone else got a jump on that? A beat on that? I guess not. Chris, quickly, or not even quickly, whenever. Derek Zora versus Kubrat Pulev. How you see that fight going, Chris?
I told you earlier in the week I got Pulev by stoppage.
Okay. Israel Barossa versus Andy $1 million Corolla.
Who? Say that again. $1 million Corolla.
Yeah, Anthony Corolla defending his WBA lightweight championship against Ishmael Barossa.
Say the first name again. I couldn't hear you. Your mic messed up.
Ishmael Barossa.
You said Barossa from lightweight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few of their fights. I ain't seen Corolla fight, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we talked to Mauricio Herrera before you came. He's going against
Yeah.
Frankie Gomez. How you see that fight going, bro?
You know how I feel about Herrera. I got Herrera outboxing him.
Yeah, we said that. A lot of us, in the panel said that. He influenced us. He was telling us that he's ready for every situation. What's the what? You got UD. You got.
He ain't knocking Gomez out. I got Herrera by UD, but he probably get robbed.
Yeah. Did you do the David Lemieux versus Glenn Tappy?
I think
No,
I was about to do that before your thing cut off. I think I got Glenn Tapia getting stopped between 5 and 6.
Okay, all right. Gosh, Glenn Tappy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Glenn Tapia, against Lemieux, that fight's going to be short, it's going to be brutal, it's going to be chaos.
That's what he said.
Because Glenn Tapia, man, he was a recipient of 2 savage beatings, one by James Kirkland and the other by a very, very good French boxer, what's his name, Michel Soro.
Mm-hmm.
After those 2 beatings, Golden Boy is serving him up to Lemieux. I can just see him walking in front of a Lemieux left hook. I think that fight would be over in 2.
Over in 2, yeah, that's what's it. With who? You got Glenn Tappy winning, yeah?
Nah, Lemieux knocking him out in 2.
I was just joking, though. I was just joking. Of course, bro. Everyone's got the same thing. He's a career 154. Where's he going? You know what I'm saying? Where's he going? I agree.
He's starting. If you listen to him in an interview, he's starting to sound a little bit odd, and it's not surprising, man. If you really have got aspirations of prolonging your career and keeping your faculties intact, man, like going from one war to another is not advisory. But if he wants to be remembered as a warrior, then he's certainly going on the right career path.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, boy. But hey, boy, we can all unmute our mics now, and we can just chop up anything you guys want to bring up before the show shuts down. Please let me know now, or whoever holds your peace.
Aristotle Lar is the best boxer in the world right now. That's all I got to say.
Now, current man, which is popping in boxing? Anthony Joshua, Dominic Brazil. We talk.
Oh, the Anthony Joshua Showtime deal. I don't like it.
You don't like it? What do you mean?
Why don't you like it?
I want Anthony Joshua to stay neutral. I don't like when people make deals. I don't like when any boxer makes a deal with the network. I hate when they do that because it makes certain fights that you may want to see, even though all the heavyweights are kind of on that side of the fence anyway. Well, actually, no, take that back. HBO fighters. But the fact that you want to limit your options of available money, that you got to go through all those hurdles because you signed with an actual channel. To me, I just don't see how boxers do this. I don't see why.
Well, hey, I don't know what you're talking about there, mate. I think the thing is, you're lucky. You're gonna see he's gonna fight Deontay Wilder, and the Fury fight's gonna happen. We know they're gonna happen. If he shot the HBO, it would have been very hard for that to happen, innit? So I don't understand why you say that.
Hakeem's talking a bunch of nonsense, man. All the heavyweights are on Showtime in America. Ain't nobody listening to Hakeem right now.
Hey, stay out of the comment section, by the way, because I understand why, in the chat, the thing's pinging off because other people mistake, so you stay out of it.
I'm not in the comment section.
I'm talking about Chris.
You're talking to me, Omar.
He's Chris. Okay.
But if it is say, you could say out here nice and loud. Who's disappeared? Some people disappeared. Where peace?
I think that's logged off when you made that crazy comment.
Okay.
EJ, I didn't hear your views on the Frankie Gomez and Mauricio Herrera.
Yeah, when I interviewed him, I gave him Herrera. I got Herrera by UD. I know Herrera is the type of guy he likes to box. For me, he was the guy at 140. He just didn't get his credit. He fought all the who's
got a couple of robberies, against Jose Benavides Jr. and that.
Yeah, this guy Frankie should be perfect for him. I think.
Nah, man, Frankie Gomez is the pit bull. He is one of the most explosive punching natural talents, but his only problem has been making weight and sort of keeping disciplined in between fights because he only had one fight in 2015.
That's what Herrera was talking about. They got fines ready if he can't wait and everything. I just got Herrera. His resume, so what? That guy's better than what's the kid, the Russian side. He ain't better than some of the people that Herrera's fought. Herrera's fought the beast, bro. He's fought.
But Gomez is. I tell you one thing about Gomez, yeah. He's got no jab. He's got no head movement. He doesn't work the body, yeah. He just wings punches from weird angles, but he's got very good foot movement, and he.
Better than him.
The way he puts torque on his punches and rotates, he sometimes sort of bangs into opponents. If you watch the fight between him and Adrian Granados, the guy who beat that Don King prospect, Amir Khan recently, he kept sort of banging into him and knocking him down. But he's I tell you, they don't call him the Pitbull for nothing. He's a mean SOB. I think he's gonna maul down Herrera and probably stop him late.
Provodnikov couldn't stop Herrera. I don't think Gomez hit hard.
Yeah, but Gomez, he does have that capacity to smother opponents because I tell you, if Herrera is not conditioned, yeah, he's either gonna get a physical beating. But basically, Gomez is he's like a Marcos Maidana and an Orlando Salido in one. He's got the physicality of Salido, and he's got the punches of Maidana from weird sort of winging angles.
Hey, yo, I got Frankie Gomez by disputed decision.
Are you playing, isn't it?
No, I'm serious. With Herrera, you can literally, they should have a bet. Or they should have like a third bet where controversial decision should be for Herrera, because you can literally win every time. Win every time.
I'm glad you two wasn't on the call, bro. You'd have run Herrera off.
No, man. I like Herrera a lot. I think Herrera's one of the best fighters out right now. He's one of the best, but he just gets rocked every single time. So he don't get no shine. He got that Jay-Z shine effect. He just can't get none. Nobody pay no attention to him. Yeah. So it's sorry, P. Diddy is shine, but it is what it is.
Hey, listen. Well, I'm glad you two made your prediction because you getting against the grain. The rest of the panel got Herrera.
Well, I said I have Frank Gomez by disputed decision, which means he's going to actually Herrera's going to get cheated, and he's going to win, but he's not going to get the decision.
Yeah, you did say that, but that ain't no. What kind of bloody bullshit? You trying to be on the bloody?
That's what we talking. That's for real. What you mean?
Make a safe bet so he can look good.
No. Wait. No.
Hey, where's Natty? Hey, Natty's looking for you.
What do you mean he's looking for what?
What? You know what?
I do.
Yeah, for all that nonsense you was talking about Victor Ortiz. Yeah.
Yo, bring burnt brown sugar over here, okay? This burnt sugar wannabe. Tell me, no, I'm joking.
Don't be Natty like that now. You lost for me and you picked Victor, and Victor got bashed. Victor got shot.
Hey, yo, I deserve it. I deserve the heat, so it's all good. I deserve the heat. It's all good.
Yeah.
Victor Ortiz let me down again.
The crow's gonna make you sick though. I'm just letting you know. It ain't gonna taste nice. Natty's gonna spice it up real.
He gonna make some jerk crow.
Yeah. He gonna put some cheese in there, bro. Not from cheese from the shop. He gonna put cheese from his toes and put that in there right there, bro.
Ah, that's nasty, bro. That's nasty.
Damn, dog.
That's gross, man.
Yeah.
I know, man. Did you pick Victor Ortiz too? Did you pick Victor Ortiz too?
I took a beating. Hey, that's what I'm saying. I took a beating.
If Victor Ortiz just would have a little bit more toughness, he could have won that fight, man.
Nah, come on, man.
If the man had a heart, he would have a heart.
What are you talking about? The guy got up, man. The referee, he went to fight on.
The referee gave him a second chance. He said 10. Hey, you still want to go, homie? He said, wait, what happened?
Bro, he's like what is it? The Tin Man or the Lion from Wizard of Oz? He ain't got no.
It was the lion.
Yeah, the Lion. He ain't got no heart, man.
Hey, that was messed up though when they threw the trash at him. That shit wasn't cool though. That wasn't cool, man.
Extra pizza boxes, for real.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was
y'all need to watch the Wizard of Oz again. Y'all both so.
Yeah. Hey, any other boxing news we wanna share? Any boxing news, man?
Yeah, we're talking about Ariel Lara, man. Yo.
Let's not get on with Lara. What's happening with Lara?
Yo, what's happening with Lara is that he can't get a fight. He's fighting Martin Rojan again. I'm so mad about that fight, you don't even know. That's a stupid fight. He won the first one. Dumb fight.
No one cares
Makes no
about
sense.
Lara's boring and no one cares about it.
Did he have that massive lump on his head or something from the first fight?
I love Lara.
Lara is amazing.
Talk about it.
Lara should have Lara talks
Get
a gang
out of
shit
here.
and then hides behind Al Heyman and doesn't want to fight Demetrius Andre, man. Andre called him a
Demetrius
bitch.
Andre can't get his own stuff together.
How are you gonna let another man call you a bitch and not go and get some get back?
Yeah. Tell him now, Tom.
Because Demetrius Andre, let me ask you a question. Who has he fought? Like, the guy can't get a fight because he messed up his own deal. He messed up his own deal. He messed up his own deal.
He beat Monterosian.
Hey, Lara beat Monterosian. First off, he got cheated out of that draw. That's a fight he should have won. And second off, who has Andrade fought beyond that?
It don't matter, man. Andrade.
Hey, yeah, he doesn't matter. But Lara beat Paul Williams and got robbed. Beat Canelo. It got robbed. He beat Paul Williams when he was good.
Hey, all that matters is
He beat Paul Williams when he was good. Beat his ass.
Demetrius called him a bitch, and Lara just kind of backed down and didn't do shit. So
crazy, man. Y'all guys
That's
are
what
crazy.
it
What
is.
you talking about? Canelo won.
Lara whips Andrade's ass, man.
What are you talking about? Canelo won that fight, man. What are you talking about?
He lost that fight, and Paul Williams lost that damn fight. And he whooped Paul Williams' ass. Broke his face in.
Yeah, Paul Williams lost the fight. Yeah,
He whooped Paul Williams' ass. No love.
That was an idiot, bro. He run up.
Yeah, and he whooped Austin Trout's ass too. Whooped his ass. Woo, he whooped that boy's ass.
Yeah, all right, he did.
He whooped Austin Trout's ass.
Yeah, but Canelo. Hey, what do you look what Canelo did to him, bro? Canelo busted.
Yo, Trout came back with Canelo. Lara whooped his ass every round. He wasn't having it. There was no controversy when he won. He whooped his ass.
You know, I can't even argue on that one. You know?
He whooped his ass. No debate. Whooped his ass.
All Erislandy Lara did against Canelo Alvarez was run fleet-footed round the outside.
Oh, wait. So let me ask you a question. So you tell me Lara didn't land any power punches on Canelo?
Right, he was riding the bloody fight.
The problem with Lara is he gave away about 100,000 counter opportunities. If you're a slick counter puncher, you actually counter. Lara was countering by running. He wasn't countering.
No. Because at one point when they're similar to the ring, he was just giving Canelo shots, man. Giving it to him. I'm not going to give a fight a guy who lands 5 jabs. No way in hell you're going to convince me that you win off 5 jabs landed. Or my bad, 9. Maybe it was 7.
Yeah, well, you can yell as much as you like, man. Your boy's
No, it doesn't. No, you're yelling, not yelling. I'm tired, man. But yelling, not yelling. You can't win a fight landing less than 10 jabs in the whole fight.
Of course you can.
It's 12 rounds.
Of course you can.
You tell me at 36 minutes of action and you couldn't land? Nah, come on, man. Don't play dumb with me, man.
Got to land that many punches per round against his last opponent either.
Say what?
I said Guillermo Rigondeaux didn't land very many punches or jabs in the first place against Gian Francisco, but he still won it. So yeah, you can.
Yeah, but Francisco didn't land. Yeah, but Rigondeaux was whooping his ass that fight, man. My eyes is whooping that ass.
Man, Lara won that fight, man. Stop being stupid out here.
People be hating on Lara, man. Y'all be hating on Lara, man. That's what that is.
No, I'm not even hating on Lara. I just want Lara to fight somebody worth the shit.
Canelo talking on that jive. What did he do, man?
Yo, you talking about he boxed his eyes out, man. What are you saying? He won like every round. He's maybe lost maybe 3 rounds the whole fight.
Let me ask you a question. Because you're yelling here, does that prove your point anymore? It doesn't.
Yeah, it proves my point to get through your thick scrotum on the ass head. Your ears ain't listening correctly. I gotta make sure my voice hits your eardrums because you can't hear. That's why.
I'm on my feet to go eject your candy ass out here. How about you to the roof? Get out of here already. Let me tell you something. Your boy Lara, hey, look, man, I'm not rolling with. Look, I like the way he rolled up on Canelo. But when I saw that fight, it made me sick, bro. You know what it reminded me of? I'm gonna go into it. It reminded me of Jarrell versus Carl Froch. That bullshit I saw.
Jarrell whooped Carl Froch's ass. What are you talking about?
Man, Jarrell
whooped his ass.
Easy. Yeah, I agree.
He whooped Froch's ass.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Freaking fight. Get out of here already, man.
You telling me Jarrell didn't win that fight against Froch?
No, of course he didn't win that fight.
You're worse than the judges.
Look, I'm telling you the truth.
You're German now. You might as well be German now. You got some bad decisions, man.
Yeah, Andre Dirrell completely outboxed him, man. Definitely.
You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Get out of here.
Like I can somehow understand the Lard dislike, but Dirrell whooped his ass.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I mean, to me that was a close fight, but Dirrell should have got the
Faraj versus Dirrell was a close fight.
Yeah, but Dirrell.
What?
But Dirrell should have won it,
Why you making you trying to go like
What?
this?
There's no way for
You're tripping today.
Hakeem, I just said that Dirrell should have won the fight.
You know this is
Wait, Nada's trying to say something.
No, I just said that Dirrell should have won the fight, but it was still close.
Close?
Yeah, no, yo, man, yo, calm your nerves, everybody. Let Beast get a statement, and Beast was trying to say something.
Yeah, Dirrell won that fight. Dirrell won that fight.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna throw in that fight, no.
Outboxed him.
Hey, you know, in the Pacquiao Mayweather fight was close in slow motion.
Hey,
Nonsense.
Hey,
Bucks could do nothing when you had Dirrell on the ropes, man.
You know how that. Listen,
he won the battle of the jab, didn't he?
Dirrell had blazing hand speed, beautiful combinations that fight.
Well, his foot speed is really what was really nice in that fight, though. That's a big part of the reason why I would have given him a great shot against Ward. But I mean, when Abraham hit him on the ground, I mean that shit pretty much took all the fight out of Dirrell.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seems like.
Hey, with us guys, hey, any piece? You got any news? Any other news before we come out, man? Before we close out, because it's a long ass day, bro. Like there ain't many predictions anyway. But I tell you what, someone gonna be eating crow, and it ain't gonna be me. Tell you, all my predictions will come through. I know for a fact. Hey, listen, last week we had the opposite. We have Jazz Corrales versus Toki Uchama. I don't know which is gonna be the biggest upset this week. If it's gonna be Khan beating Canelo, and the whole of boxing is gonna be talking about. I hope he does beat him and bring home the middleweight championship to England, man. I'd love to see that, man. But if he doesn't, hey, it is what it is, man. And if Corella beats Israel Barroso, I'm going to give him all the respect. And also Mauricio Herrera, because we talked to him as well. I like to see him come through that fight against the Pitbull Gomez. So, EJ Boxing Live with all the guys here. We have Boxing B. Sarans, Benny Umar. We have Gus. We have Hakeem Boxing, Chris Caban, Nutty, Nauta. Who else was here? Anyone else here? Scorsese. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.